Seriously? Okay. Hello, young lady.
Hi,
What's your name?
Annie.
Annie, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What's the young lad's name that wants to be on camera?
This is Cameron.
Cameron, yeah. So what brings you here?
I recently discovered that I have an autoimmune disease called sarcoidosis.
And what is sarcoidosis?
Sarcoidosis is um, where your body develops granulomas. They can appear anywhere, but right now I have uh, swelling in my lungs and my liver, and possibly other places. I'm in the process of getting treatment. I haven't started yet.
And we have a mutual friend that told you about myself?
Yes.
Yeah, who would that be?
Nick Grossman.
Nick Grossman. Shout out to Nick.
He's wonderful.
Right. All right, so we're gonna proceed with cleansing the vessel, and in doing that, I'll take you right through the steps. And my camera's already light. The lighting is not changing in here, and my camera's doing this
Really?
in and out, in and out, in and out, which is crazy.
Wow.
But so we're gonna do a cleansing of the vessel, then we're gonna do a healing. Out of curiosity, did you take the? Did you have this? Did you? My gift of knowing is saying the answer is gonna be yes. Did you take the vaccine?
Yes.
Yes. So it doesn't work out good with cheating girlfriends and stuff because I already know the answer before I ask them. But I want to check out the honesty of who I'm working with. How many vaccines did you take?
2.
And which ones did you take?
The Moderna.
Moderna. And did you have any of these problems before that?
No.
No. So pretty much like a vaccine injury, huh? Yeah, well, watch this get flagged. Watch them take down my YouTube, but to hell with them, right? If they want to take down my YouTube just because I'm shining light, bright light, on somebody who has a vaccine injury, that's on them, not me. They'll answer to who they're going to answer to in the future. So don't be surprised if you feel a lot of things that are going to go on with your body.
Okay.
And be very vocal with what you're feeling as things are happening so that people know what's going on. All right. All right. So let me put this over this way a little bit. Now, you said you want to be cameraman. You come over here and make sure it's got both of us in this here as I'm working with us. And if I'm not in it or she's not in it, you just say we're not, or move it all totally out. All right. Let's get up on the blue chair. Give you a job, and what's the first thing you do? Take it out of screen. All right. Oh, look at you already grabbing things, huh? Man after my own heart.
Yep.
All right. So, is my head in there? And okay, can you see both of us?
I gotta back it up.
Right, well,
Okay,
once you
now
got-
you're both in.
Now both in. Good job. All right. So what I'm gonna do is have you take your hands off of your body. So basically, with this here, it's energy from heaven. And with energy, you can make a circuit and you can circle something around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look in your eyes. Okay. If your fingers tingle, raise the hand that's tingling. If they're both tingling, raise them both. Okay. If your eyes want to pull off of me, you take control of your eyes. You keep them on me. Okay. If it's difficult, let me know if you're finding it difficult. If any part of your body tingles, point to it. Don't touch it. If you start to get hot, let me know. And just before we started, you started to feel sick and uncomfortable. You still got that feeling going on?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. So this is spiritual warfare. This is spiritual battle. All right. So you came to the right place.
Okay.
All right. So keep your head nice and straight. Right at me. I'm going to look right in your eyes. I'm just going to silently pray. Pay attention to your body. Anything goes on, let me know. Be vocal, okay? Okay, now it's kind of weird to get manifestation in your hand. Huh? I'm just going to, you'll feel it exit your hand. All right, feel that go out?
Yep.
Trip, huh?
Very good.
All of a sudden, manifestations
Yep.
is taking place from the spiritual realm to the physical realm. Okay, we're going to do that again. Now, did you feel your eyes trying to move away from me? You had to struggle to put them on?
Mhm.
Yeah, I was able to see that. I don't know if the camera will be able to see that, but you'll feel them run. So this is the opposition running for the hills, which is smart for them. They want out or else they're going to get fried. I am the most nicest exorcist you're ever going to meet. So I give them the opportunity. So basically now what we're doing is we're knocking on the door.
Yeah.
Oh, heaven's here.
Yeah.
You don't belong there. You got to leave.
Right.
So these ones are the smart ones.
Mhm.
They're leaving. All right, we're going to do that again. All right? Yeah. They like that. They're the smart ones. Let's get out of here. All right, so that was the easy route. That was kind of like knocking on the door. It's kind of like an eviction.
Mhm.
So we knocked on the door 3 times. Now we're going to increase the intensity. All right. Is it okay if I say the Lord's Prayer verbally? Okay. So now we're going to use the vocal with the eyes. Same thing. Anything happens, just raise it up, okay? Keep your head nice and straight on me. Okay. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. What are you feeling in your body?
My shoulders down, my arms are tingling.
If your arms are tingling heavy, raise your hands. Oh, I tell you, feel anything, be very, very verbal. Okay, still feel heavy?
Yeah.
All right, so I call this here priming the pump. Let me know if you feel the weight coming off your shoulders and out.
Yeah.
Okay, keep your other hand up too, but we're going to do it to both of them. As the flow starts flowing, let me know if you start feeling the flow coming out of your fingertips.
Yeah.
All right, just keep it up, let it flow out. Don't point them at the young man, don't point them at your boy.
Definitely
We
don't
can
do
transfer
that.
over next thing you know, and you'll be like, ah! You feel that still flowing out? Just let it flow out until it comes to a stop. I'm going to slow it down when it comes to a stop, then you can put your hands down.
This one feels okay. This one's still.
You able to get both your hands? Is your hand in there too?
What?
Is your hand in the camera?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Good job. Okay, all right. So that was round 1 with audible. Okay, round 2 with the audible. Our Father. See your eyes wanting to bounce. So they don't. That which is attacking you does not want to face the light. So this is how bad ours this is. Being a spiritual warrior, I just figured so cool. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. What are you feeling in your body?
Both. And I forgot to lift my hand.
Well, it's a lot to wrap your head around.
Yeah.
You're in your head, you're probably like, this is crazy.
Yeah, but what I'm feeling is really intense.
So again, with the verbalness, when you start to feel things, let me know so I can address it. It's kind of like when you go to the doctors.
Right.
You got to tell them what's wrong, right? You don't just keep all the symptoms to yourself. Okay, how's that how I feel?
Better.
All right. One more time. Don't want to do that. One more time with audible. Okay. Then we go straight for the frying. So whatever's in there and still listening, I suggest you leave on this one, or you're not going to have an opportunity to leave. You're going to be fried out. And so I'm like that. Some just want to be. They've had enough with playing for the opposition. They just are too afraid to go back to their leader on the other side that they're playing, for. It's so deep down the rabbit hole. It's just amazing. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not, as I'm trying to fight, lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. So I was sweating in the small of my back earlier. That was them taking spiritual knowledge to me, which I tip my hat to them for fighting me. Now they realize that the gig is up on them.
Mm-hmm.
And so now they're trying to steal your energy to fight me. And that's why you're getting hot and heat. Because they're kind of like trying to pull out the reserves. You know, how are we going to fight this? How are we going to stay? Take her energy. You know? How's the heat level doing?
A little better.
A little better? All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take hold of your hand. I'm going to put one hand on the back of your neck. And we're going to basically just fry them out.
Okay.
So what I want you to do is pay attention to the heat level in your body, okay? If your heat like starts to rise, like it was just doing a signal, yeah, you're hot. Pay attention to the heat level in your body. If it starts to rise, let me know. If it starts to drop, let me know. Just keep me abreast of what's going on. You got my whole head's in there? Okay.
Your whole body.
Okay. Baby.
My legs are feeling hot.
Your legs are feeling hot? Okay.
My face is hot. Arms, it's like moving down my arm.
So what I want you to do is pay attention to the heat. When it gets to its hottest point, we're going to mark that as a 10. So if it's still going up, when it gets to the peak, that's going to be a 10, okay? So let me know when we get to the hottest point, when it peaks out.
I think we're at a 10. My whole body's
Are you able to feel the energy going in your body from me? Okay. So when I feel, I call it the gift. When I feel the energy firing off, people who have neuropathy can't feel it. Well, 90% of them can't feel it. Some of them still can. All right. So now what we're going to do is you're going to pay attention. So you're at the hottest point. As I'm praying, you're going to feel this start to drop. I want you to give me the numbers as it's dropping, okay?
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Where you at?
1.
1. Okay.
0.
Now you got to wrap your head around that, huh?
You know what's interesting you said about the neuropathy? I've been having like hot in my right foot, I think, from this disease. And when my whole body got hot, that right foot was cold.
Hey? So
when you texted me and said that you were in the bathroom, you weren't feeling well, I knew what was happening because he was about to start. And the negative, whatever, I don't know if you had an attachment or negative energy. It knew he was gonna take it out of you. That's why it was doing that.
I'm
It
feeling
happens
better
every
now,
time.
too.
Every time. I knew it when you texted me that. I said, okay, he's about to go.
It's insane.
Well, it is. It's mind blowing.
Now,
Yeah, it's mind blowing. So now you want to try to connect to somebody on the other side. Who do you want to try to connect with?
My grandma,
Grandma. What's grandma's name?
Anne.
Anne. All right. So now with the vessel being clear, I'm still under spiritual attack. So you see the small of my back, you'll see all the sweat running down it.
Yep.
So, but that's it's
You're a
part,
character.
it's
dude.
par for the course.
Isn't he a character?
Got to be a line of work like
I was
this.
telling her
Right?
the story when I met him. I was like, everybody at Paracon was like, oh, there's a bunch of people that haters that were like, don't get him. And I told Charles, I was like, dude, this guy is a character. We have to have him. And then he was doing on a roll. He was like on a roll,
That's incredible.
doing these things. And I'm like, whoa, this is
Archangel Michael came through, grew some above my head, and he dropped down on me. There's a picture of me in tears. I mean, the unadulterated pure love will put you in tears of joy.
Wow.
Oh, amazing. All right, so give me your hand. Okay, so now what we do is we put our hand with the Jewish people, we put the little beanie caps right here. You're going to close your eyes. You're just going to lightly, not hard, think of a beautiful memory. Now, this is your grandmother.
Yeah.
Now, what's her name again? And what's Anne's last name?
Massa.
Anne Damassa. So you're going to think of a beautiful moment of her. So in your mind's eye, we are looking for her to come through. Did she follow any religious path?
I see the cat.
Catholic. All right. So most of the Catholics believe that this is taboo and you shouldn't do this. So you, depending on where she's at and how she's feeling, she should see my light. She should see my wings. She should realize that I'm doing this in God's work. I'm a God's warrior, and she shouldn't have a problem coming through. 9 times out of 10, they just want to show you images or something that will let you know that it's them. The other 10% of the times, they're like, psh, they're literally warriors. They just come right through and, do what they do. All right. So I'm going to say the Lord's Prayer. Nicey nice. Think of a nice moment. When she comes through or shows you anything, I want you to just give me a big grin, okay? So once you give me the big grin, keep your eyes closed. I can let go of my hands and you'll already have the connection made, okay? Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us.
Where's the
And lead
cat?
us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
I want to see the cat.
Now I'm thinking that I'm gonna let go. You just keep that connection there because my body is overheating. So there's a spiritual battle that's still going on. And I don't want to jeopardize my connection straight to you with opening up the gates of heaven because it'd kind of be like a Trojan horse. So I am going to let go. You keep your eyes closed. And let me know if you start to feel any. Just look at this here. I am sweating my butt off. I have to keep your eyes closed. Let me know if you start to see anything coming through.
I do.
All right, what are you seeing?
My grandmother's necklace that she gifted me,
Okay.
and she's showing me that she's with my cousin Jesse,
Nice.
and that he's okay.
Okay. His cousin is she's crossed over. She is in heaven.
Yep.
Both of them are. Okay. We always want to make sure that they did make the journey, that they did cross over. Does she have anybody else that's over there that she hangs out that she would like to show you?
My hobby.
Poppy? Are you seeing his face?
Mm-hmm.
Are you getting still frames or actual movement?
Still fine.
Still frames, yeah. This is where the Catholics are. they're stern, and I can't fault them for what they do.
He's so my grandma is holding Jesse's hand, and my poppy is standing behind them, as if to protect him.
Right? Are they smiling? Are they?
They're happy. I see a lot of blue behind them, like I don't know if it's like clear skies. And she's showing me that she's with him and she's happy. He's happy and he's walking. Actually, he couldn't walk, and he's walking. It's just feeling like a lot of love.
Do any of them want to try to communicate with words, or they just want to just let their presence be known that they are safe and sound? Ask them. The only way to find out is ask them a question. See if you get an answer.
A cat, right?
I asked if they sent me to Nana, and my grandma said yes. Savannah sent one.
Nice. So you've got a audible connection, so that is cool. Ask any questions you want. You don't have to. You can share with us. You don't have to share us with us, depending on how private they are, how much you want to keep. But enjoy this moment, keeping this connection.
I just get the sense that like she's trying to
A cat.
convey that everything is going to be okay.
You want to give me a breakdown as to what took place?
Sure. So I envisioned my grandmother making French toast because that was one of my favorite memories of her in her kitchen. And to the right of my vision, and then they're walking, and he's happy, and my poppy's behind them, as I think symbolizing him. He's protecting us, just love. And bright blue sky, sun shining, happiness, joy, and just an overwhelming feeling of that I'm going to be okay, and that everything's going to be okay. And also that my daughter, who's 6 months old, was sent from my grandma, which I thought might be the case. So that was really cool.
Beautiful stuff, huh?
Yeah,
So how do you wrap your head around what took place today?
I don't know. I think I'm in shock. My heart is like, I don't know. My heart just feels a lot of joy right now. Just a lot of joy, which, like, with my illness has been really hard.
And what is the illness again?
Sarcoidosis.
And that took place after the poke
Yes.
in the arm?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a couple of years since I had the injection, but
Yep.
But yes.
Yeah. So what does say it again?
Sarcoidosis.
Sarcoidosis. What does that do to you?
It causes a lot of inflammation in the body, and it causes granulomas, which are like lumps or like non-cancerous tumors, and they can show up in any part of the body, your brain.
So I'm sure that they found a lot of those things in your body in different areas.
Yes.
When do you go back for your next checkup?
I go on Wednesday, but they're not going to be doing any imaging for a
while. Swelling. Keep me abreast of the situation, and that the swelling has gone down, or any changes. If you're not on my Facebook friends list, it's the same as this YouTube channel, Steve Biff Saunders. So you send me a friend request. Okay. And God bless you.
Thank you very much.
You're most welcome. I love sharing the gifts.